Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on air. Of course, we're gonna do that forever as much as we can while we still living and breathing. But the Utah Jazz won 140 to 133. The Jazz go to 10 and 15 and 7 and 7 at home, which they were there tonight. And then Dallas Mavericks go to 10 and 17 and 3 and 8 on the road. Dallas won the first quarter 43 to 37, but lost the second quarter 34 to 32. They won the third quarter 24 to 21 and lost the fourth quarter 37 to 30 and lost the overtime period 11 to 4. Daniel Gafford played 13 minutes. He didn't stay in the game that long, unfortunately. He was the only guy to not get in double figures in points. He had 2 points and went 1-1 from the field. Of course, he was close to the basket. He actually had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a turnover still in the block, 3 personal fouls, and a -8 and plus minus. PJ Washington, 39 minutes, 25 points, 10 of 20 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 4 of 7 shooting from the free throw line, 13 boards, so a double-double for him. He did a good job of finishing around the rim and trying to find a way to get open. And all they had to do was pass it to him, and he would just flush it or finish it. But he also splashed in a 3, like I said before. 2 turnovers, 1 block, 4 offensive rebound, 5 personal fouls, and a -13 and plus minus. Got in a little foul trouble because they was attacking him the right way. But I also like the fact that he was crashing the boards offensively and defensively. Najee Marshall made some big plays in this one. Floaters, jump shots, threes. 36 minutes, 15 points, 7 to 12 from the field, 1 to 3 from 3. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. 1 personal foul and a -5 and plus minus. And Cooper Flag was scoring with the fadeaway, was getting close to the basket. Had hit a 3, got to the free throw line a ton, and finished with game high 42 points in 42 minutes. He was 13 of 27 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 15 of 20 from the free throw line. He was a guy that was also getting the ball in late in the game and was actually scoring. He's been doing that all season, showing you that he can be a reliable option to make a play or a score, which is something that you definitely want in a #1 pick that you see that can be a star. And he played like a star or better in this one. 7 rebounds, 6 assists. He did have 4 turnovers though. But it came with also getting 1 steal and 2 blocks, and he only had 3 personal fouls, and 1 offensive rebound was a -9 and plus minus. Ryan Nimhart, he did a good job of getting to the basket and finishing all different type of ways. But he also went 2 of 6 from 3 and 6 of 12 overall from the field for 14 points in 38 minutes. He also had a double-double, 11 assists. It seemed like it's just too easy for him to get those assists. He just continues to carve up the paint, continues to accelerate, continues to let that ball go fast. If he sees anybody that got a shot that he looks at as a good one, and they do too. But he also had 4 turnovers to go with those 11 assists and a steal, 2 personal fouls, and was a -15 and plus minus. Dwight Powell for 24 minutes, 7 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds. That was the most off the bench. Everybody on the bench got a rebound or more. Everybody in the starting lineup got a rebound or more, 2. And then Dwight Powell also had 3 personal fouls and 2 offensive rebounds with a +4 and plus minus. Missed some easy ones, made some easy ones to get those 7 points, even at the free throw line. And Musa, 13 minutes, 6 points. He was 2 of 4 also from the field. But he went 2 of 4 from the free throw line and had 7 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal in the block. And 5 of his rebounds was offensive, which was very good. And then also 2 personal fouls and a -1 and plus minus. Then Klay Thompson, he was shooting them threes and it worked out for him. He went 4 of 9 from 3, 4 of 10 from the field. He played 21 minutes. He's been shooting the ball better and playing better. And you have to love that if you're a Mavericks fan, because this is the Klay Thompson you wanted the whole time. And he's slowly getting back to there this season. 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, and a -3 and plus minus. Matt Christie, 28 minutes, 8 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, 1 block, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a +7 in plus minus. The scoring was there for him. He just couldn't make a 3, but he still found a way to use his handles and his speed and quickness to get to the free throw line while also making some quick shots from 2. And then Jaden Hardy, 11 minutes, he only scored 2 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from three. He had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, and a +7 in plus minus. And then the team shot 48 of 98, 49% from the field, 9 of 27, 33% from three, 28 of 41, 68% from the free throw line. They did get 54 rebounds, 24 assists, 14 turnovers, 6 steals, 6 blocks, 14 offensive rebounds, 40 defensive rebounds, and 26 personal fouls. As a team, they struggled to really score and put it together in overtime while the Jazz was attacking that paint, finishing around the rim, rebounding, and doing a lot of things better in those last 2 quarters, which was fourth and OT. And sometimes you just got to pull it together at the right time to get it done and get the win. Lauri Markkanen, he had 33. He played 40 minutes. He was 11 of 23 from the field, 1 of 6 from three, 10 of 12 from the free throw line, 16 rebounds, a double-double, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 4 steals, 1 block, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +27 and plus minus. I really like the scoring that he did, the mid-range, the 3-point shot, the finishing with getting to near the rim and trying to find a way to get to the free throw line by driving hard, and then doing a good job on the rebound at end was also really good for him. Like I said, I mean, 16 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 4 steals, and a block, while only committing 3 personal fouls, having 2 offensive rebounds, finishing as a +27 is really good. And then making all his free throws with the 12 attempts and only missing 2 was really good. Kyle Flapowski, 38 minutes, 25 points. He had a big 3 to tie the game. He also went 9 of 13 from the field. He did a good job of finishing around the rim and crashing the boards too, and was 2 of 4 shooting from three and 5 assists from the free throw line. Made some good ones when it mattered. And then he had 1 assist, 2 turnovers, no steals, but he did have a block, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal foul, and a +27 and plus minus 2. Bryce Sensabaugh had a nice dunk. He turned down the 3 to get that. Other than that, he just made another 2-pointer. 22 minutes for him, 4 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from three. Didn't miss his only one. He also had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, 2 personal fouls, and a -14 and plus minus. Keontae George was splashing threes, and he also was getting to the basket easy. Other than that, if he wasn't doing that, he was getting bumped and knocked around, and that's how he got to the free throw line and went 10 to 12 from the free throw line, 5 of 10 from three, 11 to 20 from the field, and then had 41 minutes as the highest on the team. He also had 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, and 4 personal fouls, and was a -5 and plus minus. And then Ace Bailey, he did play 24 minutes, but he fouled out in this one. Before that, he had 7 points. He went 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from three. Missed some open ones in this one. It happens. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, then 1 offensive rebound. Another bad game from him. He got a lot to learn, man. We looked at him as a project coming into this season. Had the body, had the athleticism, had an ideal of how he can play, and it works and sometimes it doesn't. But when you rely a lot on your jump shot and it's not as reliable as it should be, you can have games like this where if you ain't driving, it's going to be a struggle to get good shots off when you're not the strongest and you can't create separation as easy as you did on the other levels. Kyle Anderson, 15 minutes, 0 of 4 from the field, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, a steal, and 4 personal fouls, a -20 and plus minus. He didn't score a basket, didn't really do much in this one. Taylor Hendricks did a good job of chasing down the boards and finishing around that rim. He went 4 of 5 from the field, had 2 offensive rebounds, 4 rebounds total. He went 3 of 4 from three. That was his main shots in this one. Besides that, chase down, fast break, catch and finish, dunk, and transition after the Lauri Markkanen miss. Other than that, 4 boards, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 offense rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. As long as you're getting scoring from him and as long as he's going out there making plays, you're happy with that. And Cody Williams did the same. 22 minutes, he had 11, but he went 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, and 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Had 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 offense, rebound, 3 personal fouls, and was a +15 and plus minus. You have to like the fact that he didn't settle for those threes. And he was always taking the quality looks over anything else after that. And then he also had the assist with no turnover. That was good ball handling when you have the ball to be able to try to score. You didn't turn it over to your opponent, especially because this was really a close game throughout basically all of it. Besides the fact that the Dallas Mavericks did get up by 10, and they had the lead a lot in the beginning of the game. And then Isaiah Collier, 31 minutes, 10 points. He was 4 of 8 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. He did a good job of attacking and pushing the tempo, pushing the pace, and also having 8 assists with no turnovers helps too. He also had 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block, 3 personal fouls in the +1 and plus minus. And then Walton Clayton Jr., 13 minutes, 2 points. He was 1 of 3 from the field, missed all his threes, but he only took 2. He still had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal, and had an offensive rebound in the personal foul and was a +4 and plus minus. Didn't give you a lot, but didn't have the worst game either. And they all had a rebound and they all had an assist off the bench, just like the starters. So they did as much as they could to keep things going when they got into the game, although they all didn't really play that much in this one. 50 of 97, 52% from the field. They ended up taking 1 less shot than the Mavericks. 13 of 36, 36% from 3. They shot better than the Mavericks and also shot 9 more threes. They also was 27 of 33, 82% from the free throw line. The Mavericks shot more free throws. They had 41, but they made them at a worse percentage. And then 47 rebounds for the Jazz, 54 for the Mavericks. The Mavericks won that one, but the Jazz did win the assist battle, 33 to 24, and they had 1 less turnover, 13 to 14, compared to the Mavericks. And they also had 8 steals. The Mavericks only had 6, which they beat them by 2, and then they got beat by 2 by the blocks. The Mavericks had 6, while the Jazz had 4, and then 32 personal fouls for the Jazz, while like I said, the Mavericks had only 26. And then they did get beat on the offensive rebounds 14 to 8 by the Mavericks, having a better performance there. And the Mavericks also beat them in defensively, rebound wise, by 1, 40 to 39. The Jazz, they had a lot of chances to blow and lose this game. They had to keep battling back. They had to keep trying to find a way to score, and it ended up working out for them in the 2 most important quarters. You made a run and got hot when you needed to force an overtime period. And then on top of that, you was able to continue that in the overtime period to be able to win in good fashion, which is important. Both of these teams are struggling. Both of these teams are trying to get as many wins as they can. They both have major injuries. No AD again. And then obviously the Jazz have guys like Walker Kessler and stuff like that out for the season. So they're dealing with their own problems, and they're going to have a season where they might look at it like this is as good as we was going to be kind of anyway. We might have been a little bit better, but if we're not a play-in or a playoff team, does it really matter anyway? We need another piece, and we need more development and more guys to continue to play and get as much experience as they can. And then we can figure out what we're going to do with this roster and how we're going to handle some of these guys when it comes to their contracts. And then the Mavericks, they had a lot of good veterans and a lot of good players to help Cooper Flag. They can still be there mentally and to be in his mind and to show support, but they're not on the court enough. Gafford, Lively is gone for the season again. AD is always in and out of the lineup. Kyrie hasn't even played a game. A lot of people want to talk themselves into the Mavericks, and then you realize they're not great, they're not amazing, and the injuries is something they've been dealing with even before Cooper got there, and they're just continuing. So I was a person that said, blow it up. This team is always going to give you hope. They're always going to show you potential, but if they're not going to realize it, they're not going to put it together, it doesn't matter too much because he's so young that you can keep him for a little bit, but you also want to get as much value as you can before is a point where you're trading them desperately, or you trading them when their contract is just, do I really want them because that contract is so high? Plus, they got all these injury issues. Plus, they're already in their 30s. Who really wants them at a high value price? That's the way it could be, but you can always look at it like teams like Stars. And some teams are willing to do whatever it takes to get stars, no matter what comes with the territory. And I'm not one of those people. That's why I say blow it up. But somebody out there might look at it like they can make us better, even if we have to take whatever comes with the territory of getting that player. It is what it is. They got decisions to make, just like the Jazz is basically what I'm saying. And we'll see what they do in the future. This season, to me, is a wash for the Mavericks, and I think it's a wash for the Jazz. I do not think Kyrie is saving this team, and I don't think Anthony Davis will either, because even when he plays, they win a little bit, then he's back out. and that's just too inconsistent to be able to dig this team out of the record they already have. They got to go on some good win streaks to correct this season, and it's too tough to do in the West, especially when you don't know who's going to be out there, and you already lost your starting center. That's one of the better defensive centers in the league. Comment, like, subscribe, share the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Also do conversation videos just like this, but about various other different NBA and basketball topics. Also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. Also do mock draft and draft coverage too. Plus, not only that, I also got over 4,000 videos already on my channel that you can watch right now and enjoy. And it's all for free. And I also try to make videos every single day throughout the day to give us something to look forward to and something to watch entertainment-wise when it comes to basketball or NBA content. Other than that, thank y'all for watching. Thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for showing love. Thanks for showing support. Thanks for the respect that y'all have for me and my analysis. Thanks for the appreciation of the content. I try to do my best, try to give y'all the best I can. And since y'all love and enjoy it for what it is, I love y'all as fans, and I'm glad I have y'all. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.